This time on Norfolk Perspectives, we're going to be talking about utilities going underground and what it means to you. The 16th annual Paddle for the Bay. Yeah, they're going to put me in one of those boats too, I hope. The Generic Theater introduces the first annual Norfolk Comedy Fest with the Pushers. Oh boy. And National Night Out. You're going to want to join up right here on Norfolk Perspectives. Welcome to Norfolk Perspectives. I'm Bob Batcher. Well, have you been driving down Llewellyn lately? Need I say more? But Ken Turner's going to say more. How's it going, sir?
Great. How you doing, Bob?
You're with the Department of Utilities Engineering Manager, so you're managing it all, right?
That's correct, yes.
Okay, so you're the man.
Yes.
Okay, why are utilities underground then?
We have to keep the utilities underground so everyone can keep driving on the streets, and it also protects them from freeze and thaw and keeps everything safe so when people have to traverse the city, they can get everywhere they need to go.
Okay, plus there's an ordinance that says utilities have to be underground.
Many parts of the city, yes, that's correct.
Okay, now, we're an old city, so I want to hit you up with some myths here. We have old pipes?
Yes, we do.
So it's true.
Some are over 100 years old.
You're kidding. Now, how are we doing on getting rid of some of those old pipes?
We have a program to replace about 1% of the pipes per year. We replace about 17 miles of water and sewer pipes every year annually, and we spend about $34 million a year replacing those pipes that have reached the end of their useful life.
Okay. Now, quite often we'll hear about that pipe being replaced when we're trying to drive down the street, which is why I brought up Llewellyn.
Right.
But there's a whole process that goes into planning.
That's correct.
Taking those out. What is that process?
What we do is we look at the age and condition of the pipes in the city and prioritize which ones have to be replaced based on the number of repairs and breaks and service calls that we have. And we try and prioritize the sewer system replacement to replace the pipes that have reached the end of their useful life. And when we go into a neighborhood, when we replace the sewer pipes, we also look at the water system, and then we coordinate with Public Works to do any improvements that they need to storm drainage, surface drainage improvements, as well as sidewalks and anything else that they want to do. So we don't just go in and do one aspect of work and then come back 2 years later and do something else. So we try and get the biggest bang for our buck when we go into a neighborhood.
Okay, let me ask you, because when I think of utilities, I think of the kitchen sink and the spigot out.
Yes. So
if there's clean, good water coming through with good water pressure into my kitchen sink, why would you replace the pipes coming into my house then? Or by my house?
The pipes may still be delivering water to your house in a good condition. However, the pipes around the corner or somewhere in your neighborhood may be old, and we may have main breaks, and they just may be reaching the end of their useful life. In some areas where the sewer pipes are old, if the water pipes are at least 50 years or older, we go ahead and replace them so we can do all that at once, so you don't have to dig up the street twice and disrupt the neighborhood.
Okay. So, and a lot of this stuff is bundled together, isn't it? Kind of under one. Like a gas line. Would a gas line run parallel to a...
Well, the gas company has their own program of replacing gas mains, and we try and coordinate with them as much as possible. In the streets there's gas lines, telephone lines, underground power lines in some areas, water, sewer, storm drain, fiber optic. There's a whole host of underground conduits and other things that you kind of take for granted.
How in the world do we keep all that straight?
We have records of the pipes that we have in the ground, and there's also a program in place with the State Corporation Commission called Miss Utility. So we have records of our pipes. When we go do a design, we document the location and depths of all the pipes that we have to replace and show that on a set of drawings. And then when the contractor goes to actually dig, they call Miss Utility. The owners of each of the independent utilities come out and mark them and make sure that the plans are correct, and then we dig with care and make sure that by us replacing a water or sewer line, we don't disrupt your gas service or your telephone service or something else like that. But once in a while, there are unavoidable interruptions to other services that we repair very promptly.
Okay. Now I know we've got a major project, and I promise not to talk about it, but I'm just going to mention it. We're not going to talk about it. I'm just going to mention it. Because for an example, there's a whole new infrastructure being put in underground in Ghent.
That's correct.
But where does that project, because it's not just in the community of Ghent, it starts someplace and finishes someplace.
Yes.
Don't you kind of have to keep that?
Right. That's a project that Hampton Roads Sanitation District is actually doing. What Norfolk does is we collect and convey wastewater, and HRSD treats it. So we deliver all the wastewater that comes out of your faucets and your tubs. We convey that to HRSD, who transfers it through pipelines like the one that's being replaced in Llewellyn to their wastewater treatment plant. The wastewater in Norfolk goes to 3 different treatment plants: the Virginia Initiative plant over by Lambert's Point behind ODU, the Army base plant down by Terminal Boulevard, and then the Ches Liz plant that's over in Virginia Beach just near Little Creek. So
it's all kind of interconnected.
Yes.
So then when we look at a project that looks like it might be close to being finished, or it is, the 37th Street water
treatment plant.
That's kind of finished, but it ties into, it has an impact on down the way too, right?
Well, the 37th Street treatment plant, that's where we purify the water. The project going on in Llewellyn is for wastewater. So the water that is produced from the 37th Street water treatment plant is delivered to your faucet, and then it's returned to the HRSD plant just down the street behind ODU through the pipe that's being replaced in Llewellyn Avenue. So it's just a big recycling process where we purify the water, you use it, it goes down your sink, and then it comes back to another treatment plant, but where it's cleaned up before it's discharged into the area waterways.
Okay, now going up Tidewater Drive, I'm seeing some signs there with the mermaid and the anchor.
That's correct. That's in Fairmount Park. Fairmount Park is a multi-phase neighborhood project where we're replacing water and sewer pipes. We have a couple phases going on right there right now near Tidewater and Cromwell, and then over by Shoup Avenue back in Shoup Park.
Then I get over to Bayview, and there's stuff going on there.
Doing more stuff in Bayview and Ocean View, and a lot of these areas are multi-phase projects. They have 10 or 15 phases, and we do small projects, about $2 million per project, where we replace the water and sewer pipes and make improvements to the community. We try and knock everything out. We go in on a street, we want to make sure we take care of everything that the city owns, so we only dig up the street once. Then we repave it, put down new curbs and gutters and sidewalks, and give the neighborhood some nice curb appeal.
Ken, I got to ask you a personal question, because I can't hang a set of curtains without getting to the point of saying, oh, darn. Because when you put all these projects together, you can't afford a, oh, darn. How do you prevent that?
It's not easy.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit of thought that goes into it and a lot of planning. We do the best we can, and there are occasional whoopsies that we have to work around.
Whoopsies. I like whoopsies better. But that's pretty good, yeah.
There's a solution to every problem, and inevitably we come up with these things, and we have to find a solution for it, and we always do.
Now, there's a cool website that kind of shows a lot of these projects, and if you really want to get into the dirty of them.
It's accessible through www.norfolk.gov. You'd go to the Department of Utilities to projects, and we have bulletins on all the current projects that are ongoing in all the neighborhoods, and we update those periodically when we bid new projects, and we take the updates off when the projects are completed. At any given time, we probably have 15 neighborhood projects going on, and then, coordinate with Public Works and NRHA and VDOT and HRSD and all the, VNGs doing stuff. So just with the stuff that we're doing for water and sewer pipes is just a small percentage of the disruptions you see around the city.
Well, I want to thank you, because it may appear to be helter-skelter, or that time when you're running late for church and there's that detour. Don't take it personally. But there's a lot of pre-planning that goes in. So
and it'll go away within a couple months.
There you go. Thank you for everything that you guys are doing.
Okay.
When we come back, we're going to be paddling on the bay. Maybe not right now, but we'll be talking about paddling on the bay. Stay tuned.
In 1977, an 8-year-old boy picked up the game of golf from his father. The odds of that same boy then making it to the US and European Pro Golf Tours, 1 in 7 million. The odds of the Big Easy winning the US Open twice, 1 in 1.2 billion. The odds of him having a child diagnosed with autism, 1 in 110. Ernie Els encourages you to learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Welcome back to Norfolk Perspectives. We all know, or hopefully know, that the Chesapeake Bay is a natural habitat that can be at risk. And we've got 2 people here who are going to paddle it out of risk. How's that? Tim Jones, representative from Paddle for the Bay, and we're going to be talking about that. And Tanner Council, you're with the Chesapeake Bay Foundation as a grassroots organizer.
Yes, sir.
What shape is the bay in officially?
Well, the Chesapeake Bay is still, and most of the tributaries in the bay itself are still listed as impaired waterways. However, it is showing some very promising signs of improvement, but all the while it still is a system dangerously out of balance, primarily due to nutrient and sediment pollution that are entering our waterways all the time.
Now, why is that?
We have 17 million people living in this huge watershed. We have a major impact on our waterways, and the nutrient and sediment pollution comes from a variety of sources, primarily agriculture practices, stormwater runoff, sewage treatment plants, it's a very complex problem. Luckily, there are a lot of solutions in place. We have a blueprint in place to improve the situation, but until then, we continue to monitor the situation and advocate for its improvement.
So as long as we're doing junk to our land near the water, it's going to have a negative impact.
Everything that happens on the land ultimately affects what happens in the water.
Wow. And I know we've got several programs through our utilities department, our stormwater department, of trying to, only rain down the drain, those kinds of things.
That's correct. The previous guest was talking about upgrades to the stormwater sewer system. Those kind of upgrades will go a long way to reduce some of the, especially the nutrient pollution that's entering our waterways.
Okay, now I was visiting my in-laws up in the upstate part of New York.
Correct.
And I passed this tributary that said it was part of the watershed of the Chesapeake Bay, way up there.
The northernmost tip of the Chesapeake Bay watershed goes all the way up to Cooperstown, New York, the Baseball Hall of Fame. So even the waterways that are feeding, they feed all the way down here to the mouth of the Chesapeake Bay, right here in Norfolk and Virginia Beach.
Okay, so you're making me nervous then about August 4th. Are we going to start up there?
No, we're going to be right on the bay.
Oh, so it's just a tiny little race.
Just a tiny little race.
Now, did I just say, did I use the word race or paddle?
It is a race. We have an option to come out and paddle 3 miles, just enjoy the beach, the scenery, the day.
A casual day on the water?
Casual day on the water, or we got a lot of competitive folks, and we'll be paddling hard, paddling fast and that, so I want everybody to come out there.
I'm not going to ask you, but which one are you?
Well, I'm sort of competitive.
Sort of competitive.
I'm competitive until I get out there and start getting beaten by everybody, but I work at it.
Okay, I have a personal question to ask you. It never fails. I get into a kayak. I love it. And first of all, I get drenched getting into it because I still haven't learned how to get into one. But why is it I get out and it's easy, and when I have to return, it's hard?
There's a law of the universe that says you're always paddling into the wind. The wind always shifts around.
Yeah. Okay, so it is. So it's not just me?
Yeah.
Okay. What's going to happen August 4th?
We're going to meet at Ocean View, near the Ocean View Fishing Pier at Sarah Constant Park.
Okay.
We'll start registration around 7:30. We encourage people to register online at active.com. We'll get in the boats around 9. We'll race, and then we'll have awards and feed everybody.
Paddle. Just paddle.
We're 3 miles. You can do the 3-mile paddle, or you can do the race. But we do advertise as a race. For 16 years, it's been the Paddle for the Bay has been a kayak and canoe race.
Race.
Yeah.
So if you race and you take it seriously, you'll come home with a medal.
An award. Yeah.
An award. If you don't, you come home with a nice scenic.
Yeah, we've got some. Town Bank has come through, and we've got some T-shirts this year. And
cool.
So yeah, we're going to be trying to.
So how does this benefit the bay then?
Well, there's a registration fee to enter the race or the paddle, and proceeds from that go directly to the Chesapeake Bay Foundation. And in another way, the Chesapeake Bay provides so many amazing benefits. Economic benefits, nutritional benefits. And one of the major advantages of living near the bay is to be able to take advantage of the recreational benefits of the bay itself. And all the way up the tributaries, people are paddling it all the time. Getting people onto the water and to enjoy the water and to observe it and to see both the beauty and the burden of the bay is an important part of our mission. And it lets people, it educates people and lets them understand that this is a serious issue.
Now, Tim, there's a variety of ways of paddling. I mentioned kayaking, but there's kind of new ways that are really growing, right, in popularity?
We have a significant number of outrigger canoes. We'll probably have a couple of 6-man outrigger canoes. We're hoping the Team River Runner Club, which is getting disabled veterans out on the water, we'll hope they'll be helping us out and have some folks out there. Stand-up paddle boards are becoming extremely popular. We've got a class for them, and also the canoes, like I said, outrigger canoes. So
great recreation, but a good time to celebrate coming back of the Bay, but a role that we can play just by our own individual behavior, but also coming out on August 4th. Register and come on out August 4th.
And you get a membership to the Chesapeake Bay Foundation, so you'll be able to hear from them and find out what's going on and with other ways to help, cleanups. I'll get in touch with Tanner. There's all kinds of ways to volunteer as well.
Super, we've been putting that stuff up. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'm glad to hear it's on the way back, and I'm glad to hear that I can play a role. When we come back, the Pushers are going to be here with Generic Theater and the Comedy Festival. What more can I say? Stay tuned.
We gotta be smarter about what we bite on, okay? I want everyone to go outside. We're gonna run Red Rover on 3.
What about you, Tony?
I'm gonna run around circles, flatten my arms, and make engine noises like this.
When it comes to playing, big kids are the pros.
We're eating right, too.
We fuel up
to play 60.
If your school doesn't have a program, be a leader. Start one.
Click today and join the movement.
Welcome back to Norfolk Perspectives. I am going to do something that I have never, ever done on this show, and I'm doing it just for your protection as the viewer. I've got Jeremiah, Brad.
Hey.
Sean.
That'd be me.
Okay, there are rules.
What?
Okay. You are the Pushers, right?
That's the rumor.
And you push.
Yes.
The limit. Okay, this is government TV.
Yeah.
So FCC does watch this one.
That's why we brought you the flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have 7 minutes.
Cool.
And the next segment has somebody with the police department.
We'll get out of here right before that.
Yeah. So okay, now let me ask you. In my script, it says that you're here to promote the first ever comedy stand-up festival at the Generic Theater.
That's right. It's stand-up, improvisation, and sketch comedy.
Okay, so never been done before there.
Never been
but
done.
They're saying it's going to be done again next year.
Yes, that's why we have the first annual. But as we were saying before we got on the air, if it goes badly, it'll be the only annual.
We're very confident.
Well.
We're braggarts.
Really? So what kind of improv? Okay, have you thought about what you might do in the improv?
In the improv, no. In the sketch, no. But we're ready. That it will be ready by then because we've been doing this 7 years.
When is by when? Do you guys know?
What's that?
Do you know when you're going to be doing
the dates
this?
of the festival?
Yeah, I heard about them.
It's the 27th and 28th of October. That's why we run Jeremiah.
July.
Right
before
July.
Halloween.
Of July.
Yeah, July. That's July 27th to 28th. I forgot what day of the week it is, but you'll be there.
Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday. Now, do you know where the Generic Theater is?
Yes, it's underneath of Chrysler Hall, in the basement of Chrysler Hall. You can enter from the lower level of the Scope parking garage. It's very tricky to find, but it is there, I promise.
You guys have come a long way since I saw you the first time. The first time you were street level.
Yeah.
The Pushers. Yeah. Yeah, we started off at a little theater right down the street.
40th Street,
down College Street. Yeah.
Okay,
That was 7 years ago. We had our 7th year anniversary back in April.
Wow. Yep.
Now, when did you find out you were playing in the basement of Chrysler Hall instead of Chrysler Hall?
Just now.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're redoing some of your material then?
We're inviting groups in from, where is it?
We have a group from Charleston, South Carolina. They have a big festival every year that we've been going to for the past 5 years. Have a group from Richmond.
And you've picked the cream of the crop?
Yeah, these guys, they're both improv groups that are coming in. We have a Norfolk group, Plan B, that's going to be performing as well, and then the Pushers, and then we won't probably write our show until the Monday before the festival.
Which is better than after the act just before you. And
exactly, yeah. Well, I mean...
It depends.
It depends, yeah.
Well, if it's up to him, you got till October.
Well,
yeah,
no,
this is true.
I can do some Halloween stuff.
Yeah, Halloween in July. There you go.
Cool.
Okay, let me ask you about improv, because I thought you guys just got up there and it was naturally funny.
There are some rules in improv. He and I went to Upright Citizens Brigade up in New York City and learned a form that I won't go into because it'll take too long. But there are all different kind of forms of improvisation, which are mainly styles. And we learned a particular style when we were up there, and we brought it back here to Norfolk.
Yeah, what we're doing is long form improv, which is different than, say, like Whose Line Is It Anyway?
I was going to ask you, because I mean Drew Carey and that whole,
Yeah,
I mean that really kind of put improv.
I think so.
In
Yeah.
the big league, right?
What we'll do is we'll get a suggestion from an audience, from the audience, and then we'll do an entire 20-minute long piece with no breaks or anything like that. So as opposed to like playing little improv games, we get a suggestion, then we go for 20, 25 minutes with almost one big long piece.
But you guys work together. I mean, you were, in a serious note here, I mean, you really are a team that kind of has been working together, and you kind of click. So you
for 7 years.
You can borrow from that.
We have that. We've really prided ourselves in that we've never had the same show in the last 4 years. We always do a new show, even with writing. We write a new show each time. We've been performing up and down the East Coast, and we just started teaching improvisation and sketch writing classes here at the Muse Writer Center in Norfolk, so it's really nice.
And we were talking before tape, there's been really some cool boutique places popping up in Norfolk now for the arts, isn't there?
There really is, yeah. There's the Muse Writer Center in West Ghent. There is the venue on 35th. There was the 757 Creative Space on Granby. Generic's got a lot of stuff.
Full workshops this whole week that are all free workshops for people that are. It's really.
I'm getting this behind the camera, which tells me it's done. We're done.
Oh, that's awesome. I really enjoyed our time. I hope you enjoy the flowers.
Yeah, I will. And okay, but I'm going to take a couple of seconds on an improv. Why should somebody buy a ticket to this show?
Because it's going to be funny, and number two, there's going to be. I'm going to have my shirt off, and I have a really good body.
On that note,
yes,
we have National Night Out coming from NPD, known as Norfolk Police Department.
We're out.
Stay tuned. Welcome back to Norfolk Perspectives. Yes, we did survive that last segment, didn't we? Moravia Reed, Community Outreach Coordinator from the Norfolk Police Department. So you were our police representative. Did they do okay in that last segment?
They did a good job.
So they're safe to go out in the streets of Norfolk?
I think so, as long as they keep it like that.
Now, but, in a way, I guess, we're going to talk about National Night Out. So we're talking about crime prevention, very serious topics, but really trying to do it in a fun, outreach way, right?
Yes.
And Neil George, Fairmount Park Neighborhood Watch Coordinator.
That's right.
And Tamika Williams, your Vice President.
Yes.
Ooh, of the Fairmount Park Civic League. How you all doing?
Fine.
Okay, so National Night Out, you guys are throwing a big party.
Yes.
Huge. It's going to be great. It really is. We're hoping 1,500, 2,000, maybe 3,000 people coming out.
Hello, Moravia.
Well, that is really forward-thinking.
Yeah, that's good. No, and that's the way Fairmount Park does things.
Well, they do things in a big way.
Yeah.
Okay, what is National Night Out?
National Night Out is an observance which is in its 29th year where communities across the country get together and show their pride in their communities and their dedication to have safe communities. It's also an opportunity to promote police, community relationships, and neighborhood pride. That's the main thing.
So in this year it's going to be on August 7th.
Yes.
And it's going to be at the New Hope.
The opening ceremony.
Correct.
The opening. That's right, because there's always a parade.
Yes.
So you open and then move.
Pretty much, yes. The opening ceremony is going to take place at New Hope Church of God in Christ.
Okay.
It's located at 3232 Breast Avenue. From there, we'll begin a parade, and the parade will end at Shoup Park, where all the festivities will take place.
Okay. So that's where the tents and all that are going to be.
Yes.
At Shoup Park.
Informational booths will be there, food, entertainment. So we're going to have a good time.
Well, that's also part of the moving. We have this celebration where we talk about, any number of great things that are happening in our community. Norfolk is a great place to live. Fairmount Park is a fantastic place to live. But our theme this year is fit and safe in Fairmount Park. And so, there is movement involved. In fact, we're going to have, help me, Zumba dancers,
belly dancers, a 90-year-old tap dancer. Basketball,
whatever
double
happened
dutch.
To that sedentary, sit around and talk about it?
No, this is
moving?
live. This is going to be a very active National Night Out.
We are celebrating. I mean, there are good things happening all across. But our theme really is to be safe and fit. So it's not just, you know, we do have an older community, and we have activities. This tap dancer who's going to be there. We have activities that are going to reach out to the older community. We have things for kids. We are going to have food, you know, so it is going to be a great time to come out and celebrate with our neighbors.
Yes.
And this is a citywide gathering in Fairmount Park. Let me be real candid. Did you ever think that maybe 10 years ago you'd be sitting on the sofa on Norfolk Perspectives being a community that was celebrating crime reduction and crime prevention? Because let's talk turkey about Fairmount Park maybe 8-10 years ago. It wasn't a model neighborhood then, was it?
Well, no, and I've only lived in Fairmount Park for 6 years, but I can see the definite improvement in the 6 years. We owe that to the people that live there, especially our, our president, Taylor Gould.
Go ahead and mention his name. Golly gee.
Yes, he's very involved, and we all, try to work together and push forward to make it a better community for everyone.
Well, in fact, a lot of the principles that we're now reaching out to the whole community, all of Norfolk and neighbors building neighborhoods, is the idea of the neighborhood coming back and taking it back. You know, I notice, Neil, that you're a watch coordinator.
Correct.
So as a watch coordinator, what do you do?
Well, a couple of things. Educate the community. I want people involved in Neighborhood Watch. So I work with the captains. They work with the captains. Every block has a captain. They work with the people on their block who are the watchers. It's basically neighbors looking out for each other, neighbors being neighborly. If you see something suspicious, you report it. Something that looks out of the ordinary, you report it. You don't intervene. That's the police job. You know, we're reporting. And so what do? I educate. I try to get everybody I come in contact with to be aware of Neighborhood Watch and be involved somehow, some way.
Now, Moravia, what's really been cool about the Neighborhood Watch is you go back through the years and the neighborhoods kind of still have that pride about we were the host of.
Yes.
I mean, you talk Ocean View, Ingleside. Oh, boy, I should have never started mentioning them, right?
No, it's okay. It's okay. But the neighborhood watches are growing. We have around 50 now that are active in the city, and we're trying to have even more, because the more neighborhood watches we have, the safer we all are.
Yeah, well, I just attended on the 4th of July, my Civic League has a parade and a picnic, and the guy that introduced me to the community was our Neighborhood Watch guy, a retired Marine colonel who came by and said hello, and here's my card. And by the time I got back inside, he'd walked home and sent me an email. And I really felt connected, but I also had a sense of security because of that. And it's just a matter of neighbors looking after neighbors.
That's what it's all about.
That's true.
So it's that simple. Why can't we do it?
We can.
Okay.
We can. We're just spreading the word. And we're hoping that people will come out on Tuesday, August 7th. Some neighborhoods will be having their own events. And if they're not, they're all welcome to come to Fairmount Park and boost Neil's numbers over there.
So it's going to thousands.
That's right.
And Taylor wasn't even here.
That's right.
Okay,
but
so
5:30
August 7th
starts the ceremony.
Starts over at New Hope.
Yes.
And then you're on the move to Shoup Park.
Yes. We have a parade that goes through the neighborhood. It's going to be nice and walk across and end up at Shoup Park.
We're looking forward to hearing more about it, and we definitely will report about it on Norfolk News Now.
Sounds
too.
good. We want to see you there.
I'll be there.
Okay.
Moving and fitting and Zumbaing.
Okay.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for everything you guys are doing in Fairmount Park to bring that, to make it a model community in today's environment. Appreciate it. We want to hear from you. What's going on in your neighborhood? How would you like to become a model, a neighborhood of choice? Give us a holler at 664-6510. And as usual, it's a wonderful time to be in Norfolk just because of you and you and you and you.